Big old snapper. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. Nice one, Jiggy. On cut bait?
Yep. Half-pound soaking.
Folks, right now I told Jiggy, I said if we can get the pinfish traps pulled quick, we could catch the minor feeding time. And sure enough, that's what we're in right now. And every bait that he has sent down has gotten bit. So again, we talk about the minors and majors, and I'm telling you, they're dead on. Even after this full moon, we're 2 days out of the full moon owl sharp hook. They're actually eating pretty good. But a lot of times when we're fishing inside the bay like this, we're actually up near the port. I like to use a lot of cut bait to get everything going. And once you get everything going, then you send down a live bait. But right now I'm gonna slacker it. So basically, folks, what's happening is this tide's actually coming in, but not very strong, and the wind's blowing out of the east. So what I did is I positioned ourselves right on the bottom of the ledge. So it gives us an advantage of getting those fish off the ledge and up off the bottom, to where if we were trying to drag up the ledge, it would give them the advantage. I'll kind of show you here on the machine of exactly what I'm talking about. But we are, but what's happening is that bait's slowly going down. We're pitching out and then letting it come back towards us. And like I said, I'm using a slacker. Oh, son of a... He was ripping line off, boy. Just basically taking the bait and hooking it just like this. Making sure there's no scales on it. And pitching it out forward. Now, the reason why you don't see Chad and Tony on the boat today is because they're fair weather fishermen. And Chad doesn't like to fish in the bay anymore. I'm like, why not, man? There's fish to be caught in this bay. Good ones, too. But the wind has picked up quite a bit since this morning, since we went and caught bait for the shop. It's picked up quite a bit, which they said it would, but it's supposed to lay down again. Hopefully Jiggy and I are worn out before that. But since this bait's coming to me like this, I'm not really feeding out any line, because pitching it out 25, 30 feet is about where I need to be. So I'm waiting for that bait to get into the strike zone, and I was way late on that last fish. Either that or a big grouper showed up. May have to throw down a big pinfish. There's a snapper. Yep. And there you go, folks. Just like that, you can come out and catch decent sized snapper in the bay. Jiggy's would have ate mine, but I think that fish was blind or something. There you go. Folks, this is my favorite way to fish, is using a slacker jig. I'm just one of those really light leader guys that just likes to fish light stuff. So pitch it out, like I said, 20, 25 feet, and just let it come back to you slowly. There he is. See, we're able to keep him off that ledge. That's a good snapper right there, boys. This is an offshore snapper right there. God bless America, look at that. Jiggy, look at that one. That's an offshore snapper right there, folks. That's exactly what I came to target today. That's exactly what I wanted to catch. I didn't want to jinx it and say something to Jiggy and say, hey, I want to go catch some really big snapper, but that's exactly what we're doing. That right there is a beautiful bay snapper. And they're going to just be coming in thicker and thicker. Uh-oh. That's a big old gag. Woo! He smoked me. Son of a biscuit. I love this kind of fishing, man. I don't know what it is about it, but I just absolutely dig it.
It's more challenging.
It is
more
fun. It's more challenging. It's just, I don't know. I think you catch bigger fish too doing it.
It looks more natural, just floating
Right,
down.
yeah. And with us throwing those chummers like that, it helps even more. But you don't want to ever throw too many chummers, because what happens is they'll actually get full on those chummed baits and they won't eat any. They'll stop eating. So you just want to throw out enough to kind of keep them interested. And like I said, we're in that minor. We've got about another, minor. We're about another 10 minutes in, and we'll see what happens when that minor stops. I'm going to be quite interested to see. All right, folks, we had to move to the other side of the channel and closer up. That wind was wreaking havoc. Ooh, son of a biscuit. We moved to the other side. Now we're, oh, I thought he broke me off, but he didn't. So now we're kind of going up the ledge this time, so we're pulling away from the ledge again. So I positioned the boat on the outside again, and then we're coming up the ledge instead of down the ledge and pulling them away, but we're pulling them away when we get hit. So I'm still using a slacker with cut bait, and Jiggy's actually using a 2-ounce ball jig because he can't feel the bottom. Pansy. 4. So we're sitting in 37 feet of water. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's about 30 feet of line right there. Little gag. Basically what we're doing is I'm throwing the chum right here. The tide is slowly coming in like this, and Rich and I are using the slacker jigs. He just lost a fish. I just caught a grouper, and so the tide is bringing the chum ever so slowly this way. So we're just kind of pitching it out and letting it go with the tide. You always kind of want to know where your chum is going when you're doing something like this. The tide is picked up just a hair, but not horrible. Enough still for us to be able to slacker. And I thought the wind was calming down a little bit, but it's not. Oh, there's a fish right there. Yep. Little gag. Come on, where's the snapper at? Come on, Jiggy. It says you have to go offshore to catch big fish. I think this might be a cobia. No, come on.